Okay, different tools are there in Cognos. Some of them are web-based applications and Windows-based applications. Okay, and here this Cognos connection, this is entry point if you want to access any of the web-based applications. And once you connect to this Cognos connection, from there you can find links for these remaining reporting applications. All these are reporting applications only. Okay, and this is Framework Manager, metadata modeling tool, a Windows-based application. Okay, actually in real-time projects, we need to start with the Framework Manager, and here we need to do metadata modeling and then create packages, and by using the publisher package, we need to work with these reporting applications. This is a real-time process. But for learning, we are going to learn in a reverse way. We are going to start Repo Studio at first, and then we're gonna learn Framework Manager. Why in reverse way? Why in reverse way means here in the Framework Manager, if we change anything, then definitely that will reflect in this reporting applications. Okay, so if you are able to grasp the changes, what is happening there at report level, first of all, we need to know Repo Studio, how it is behaving while preparing the queries. If we know that, then once we start Framework Manager, then I'll explain you like. See, I'm changing something here, see how it is reflecting in the reporting side. Like that I can give you the comparisons. If you are able to grasp the changes, first of all, we need to know reporting. That is the reason we are starting with this Repo Studio at first. Okay? Any questions here?
No. I'm good so far. Thank you.
Okay, we need to start we need to start this Repo Studio now. If you want to work with Report Studio, not only Report Studio, with any of the reporting applications, we need to have a source package which is published from Framework Manager. That is source. Okay, what exactly a package, what it contains? Let us see that first. That is only the prerequisite. Okay. Package. Actually, we design the packages in Framework Manager. What exactly a package, what it contains, we'll discuss that in the Framework Manager sessions itself. But for now, package, it contains query subjects. Query subjects, don't confuse. Query subject means these are similar to tables. Okay, and each query subject contains some query items. These are similar to columns. Okay. Package contains query subjects. These are tables, similar to tables, and each query subject contains some query items. These are similar to columns. Say for example, employee table, that is a query subject. It contains columns like employee number, employee name, manager code, department number. Those are query items. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Where exactly is that? Like that's in the data warehouse or?
Package. Package it contains. Package it contains query subjects, and query subjects contains query items. If these are tables, then these are columns. Okay. And here we have a topic that is types of query items. I'm talking about query items, I mean types of columns. As per your understanding, what are the types of columns? So far you know databases like that, right? What are the types of columns usually?
Employee name, employee ID.
Yeah, those are columns. Types of columns.
Okay.
Types. You may say some of them are numeric and strings, dates, like that, right?
Yeah. Numeric, alpha, varchar, and varchar.
Yeah. That is based on that classification is based on data type. Okay. In data warehouse, we have some other classification is there, that is dimensions, facts. Some columns are dimensions and the remaining are facts. Dimension means non-measurable, and again divided into two types. Those are identifiers, attributes. Identifier means it should be unique. Attribute means it is non-unique, or it may contain repetitions. Something. Okay. Identifier, attribute. Orally, broadly, dimensions and facts. Dimension means non-measurable. We cannot measure them. Divided into two types: identifiers and attributes. Okay. And then facts. Orally two types: dimensions, facts. Non-measurable, measurable. What is this non-measurable? Let me explain with some example. Okay. Take a bookshop. In that I have a table sales. In that I have different columns like order number, order date, product, quantity. Like that I have revenue. I have different columns in that. Among them, I am picking a revenue column. Today we opened our shop, assume. Okay, in first order I received 10 rupees of revenue. In second order I received 20 rupees of revenue. In third order I received 30 rupees of revenue. So before closing my shop, can I say today total my sale is 60 rupees? Can I say like this?
Yes.
Is it sensible if I say like this? Yes, I can say, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is measurable. So this revenue column, this is a fact or measure. Okay. In my shop I have a table stock, and in that I have one column quantity. In our shop I have 5 units pens stock is there, 10 units of pencils, 15 units of books stock is there. So can I say total stock in my shop 30 units? I'm not saying 30 pens or pencils. I'm saying 30 units. Can I say like this?
You can say, but that doesn't make much sense.
Units. I can say like this. So measurable. So quantity is a fact. Okay, unit price. In our shop, pencil 10 rupees, pen 15, book 20. Can I say total 45 divided by 3 that equal to 15 rupees is average unit price in my shop? Can I say like this?
Yes.
Hema?
Yeah.
I am not saying total 45. If I say total 45, that is meaningless. 15 rupees is average price. I can say like this. So measurable. So this unit price, this column, this is a fact or a measure. Okay. And employee ID. Employee IDs are there in our shop like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I say total employee ID equal to 10?
No.
No. Even though these are numbers, it is not possible to say total. That is non-measurable. So employee ID, this is a dimension. And is there any? This is unique, right? No repetitions here. So
Yeah.
this is an identifier. Okay, employee name. Names are there like this in my office. Employee A, B, C. One more employee is also having the same name. So can I say total my employee name equal to this much?
You cannot.
Yeah.
Non-measurable. So employee ID, this is a dimension. Employee name, this is a dimension. And employee names, it may repeat, right? It may contain the multiple employees may have the same name. So this is an attribute. Okay. Year 2000, 2001, 2002. Can I say total is equal to this much?
No.
Meaningless.
Yeah.
Non-measurable. So year, this is a dimension. And being the data is unique here, I can say this is an identifier. Okay. Now leave this part, identifier and attribute not required for us for now. So orally dimensions and facts. Dimension means I cannot measure like these. These are the examples. Facts we can measure like this. Clear? Any questions here?
No. I'm good.
Hema?
Yeah. I'm also okay.
Okay. Employee ID, I am saying total 10 meaningless. So I am saying this is a dimension. But I can say count equal to 4, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
If I use the same column in this sense, then this is a fact. Everything depends how we are using that column. but usually all IDs, codes, names, all those kind of things are dimensions, and the numbers like quantity, revenue, these are facts. Okay. Okay, this is only the prerequisite about the package to learn Repo Studio. Okay, I'm repeating this package. It contains query subjects. These are similar to tables. Each query subject contains query items. These are similar to columns. And we have a topic that is types of query items, or I mean types of columns, dimensions, and facts. Dimensions non-measurable, facts you can measure them. And these are the examples for facts, where because I can measure like this, and these are dimensions. It is not possible to measure them.
Question.
Okay. Yes, yes, please.
So it's like the dimension is kind of primary key. I know it would be more than primary key, right? Like
Yeah, not only primary key. Primary key is also a dimension. Not only primary key. Many things are there.
sure. Okay.
Okay, primary key means this employee name. It is not a primary key.
Yeah, because two employee can have same name.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and we have a topic that is types of tables also. Here we are talking about types of query items, columns, right? In the same way, we have another topic that is types of tables, fact table, dimension table. If I say a table has a fact table, it contains only facts, and if I say a table has dimension table, it contains only dimensions. That we will discuss later. But for now, types of query items, I mean types of columns we spoke about. This is all about a package. So if we are clear with this, then we can start Repo Studio. As we are discussing Repo Studio, this is a web-based application. So we need to use browser. It is better to use Internet Explorer. Don't go for other browsers. Compatibility issues will be there. So it is better to use Internet Explorer. Let me see from here. Let me run it.
That is true in the office too, right? When you go for work, I mean the companies.
Yeah. Yeah, anywhere.
Okay.
And we need to provide our server URL here, Cognos server URL. Okay, server URL, server name / IBM Cognos. This is the URL we need to provide. This is your server name. Actually, server installed in my machine only. That is why I'm saying localhost instead of my machine. But practically in projects, server will be configured at some other place. You need to give the server name and IBM Cognos. Okay, we need to get this URL from the project people. Okay.
Can I actually? It might be not that relevant, but when we go for a work, there's like, do we need to install, Cognos in the?
Nothing. This is a web-based application.
Okay.
Web-based application, server installed at some place. Just you can work like Gmail, how you are connecting to your Google.
Okay.
That is web-based. Windows-based means we need to install something in our machine. Okay. Here, localhost. Don't use this localhost in interviews or in projects because localhost will not be there in working environment. They install server at some remote machine. You need to connect to this remote machine. How you are accessing your Google the same way. Okay. At the moment when we issue the URL, before granting access to this page, this is Cognos this is a Cognos page, welcome page. This is called as. Okay, before granting access to this Cognos server, it prompts you for username and password in real time. You need to provide valid credentials, then only you are able to log in into this the Cognos portal. Okay.
Okay.
Here we have different sign-on mechanisms are there. It prompts you for username and password. That is called as basic sign-on. And single sign-on concept is also there. Means once you log in into any of your Cognos products, from there onwards, if you try to log in into other products of Cognos, it won't prompt you for username and password. because you already authorized to use the Cognos server. Just like Gmail. See, for example, if you log in into your Gmail account, from there onwards, if you open any of the Google products, it won't ask you for username and password. Automatically, it will take your Gmail username and password as the other product username and password, right? The same way. SSO, single sign-on. And one more type of sign-on mechanism is also there. There is operating system sign-on. Usually how we log into Office machines. Control Alt Delete.
Right.
Provide username, password, and domain name. Right?
Yes.
Means you're already authorized to use your domain resources. Once you log into your Office machine means you are already authorized to use your domain resources. So Cognos automatically it will take your Windows username and password as Cognos username and password. It won't prompt you for username and password anymore. Orally, three types of sign-on mechanisms: basic sign-on, single sign-on, and OS sign-on. Of course, here these machines what we are using, these are just for practice only. So no sign-on mechanisms tuned here in this machine. So this is called as anonymous access.
And since we're gonna be the developer, I guess we're gonna have the like kind of we're gonna have access to pretty much everything, right? Not like the user
Yes.
where we want.
That is also again depends on your environment. As a developer, you may not get access to this IBM Cognos connection configuration.
Yes, makes sense. Okay.
Administration.
Right. Admin will have more power.
Yeah. Developer privileges are different. Admin and user, the roles are different, right?
Right.
Okay, Hema, any questions?
For me, everything is new.
Yeah, that is why.
Here we
that
have
is
to
why
use more SQL queries or.
we need not to write any queries. Automatically,
Okay.
the tool it will generate the queries. But the thing is, if you know the SQL, then that is good. Of course, just simple select statements with joins, that is more than enough for a Cognos developer. Why? Because
Yeah, I know a little bit SQL queries.
yeah,
Create
why I'm
table.
saying like it means create table. We are not going to create any tables in the database.
Okay.
The
Okay.
tables already presented and the data already loaded into the database. From there, we are going to just a simple select the data from there, and we are going to produce the reports.
So probably you're gonna discuss this one later on anyway. But can you give me like one simple example where you're gonna use like a little bit of our SQL skill, saying like select from this table these columns, like
No
how
need to
that?
write any SQL, Raz.
Okay.
No need to write any SQL. The Cognos tool itself, it prepares the queries. That is the reason we are using these tools. Okay, it produces queries automatically. No need to write any SQL. But why I am saying it is better to know simple select statements? Why? Because you developed a report. It is showing the output. If you run that, before saying that I am done with this report, we need to test that report.
Right.
We need to ensure that the report is showing accurate data. For that, there may be a need to write hard-coded SQL against to database.
That makes sense. Yes. Yes.
Okay, simple select statements, nothing more than that. I'll show you going forward. Okay, this is called as welcome page. And here you can find all the shortcuts, create workspace on the web. This is a new tool introduced in Cognos 10.2 workspace. And this is other business reports. This is called as workspace advanced, query my data, query studio, analyze my business, analysis studio, other advanced reports, report studio, manage my events, event studio. And you can find my home, my administration. If you log in into your machine in your project environment, you may not see this because of the access rights. Okay, my content, my home, click on my home. Here it is showing public folders and my folders. Public folders. If you save any of your reports here in public folders, all the people, all the persons who can log in into your Cognos server, they can see the the reports whatever you save in these public folders, accessible by anyone. Okay, and in my folders, if you log in with your username and password, with your credentials, of course, as I am saying, we are not following any sign-on mechanisms, but in your office, you can find any of the 3 sign-on mechanisms, as I told you. Okay. If you log in with your credentials and if you save any of your work here in my folders, these are private for you only. No others can access yours, my folders. Okay. And public folders, here you are seeing 2 different types of icons. See this one, this one, this one, CB, DMR. Okay, this icon, it means these are published packages from Framework Manager. Okay, these are published packages. And you are seeing some yellow color folder, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. These are the folders created by me to organize our reports. To organize our reports.
Can I?
Yeah.
Sorry, can I ask you a stupid question? When is a good when is a good time to do in a private folder, and when is a good time to do in a public folder? Let's say we started working and we start developing report, right?
See, I am doing some R&D activities. I am doing some R&D. If I put
Right.
that in public folders, even though that is there in development environment, my peer employees, my peer workers, they can see the report what I am doing. But I didn't want to project that to others.
Okay.
Then put that in my folder.
Okay. So it's just based on our like kind of general knowledge, like what
Yeah.
what we are working on. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Okay, here these folders, these are the folders created by me to organize the reports. Say for example, I have some sales related reports. I'm gonna create a folder called sales. This is the new folder icon. Click here and I'm calling this as sales, and I'm gonna save all my sales related reports in the sales folder. Okay, in the same way, I have some finance related reports, and I'm gonna save all the finance reports. Where is this? In this finance folder. Okay, 2 different icons. These are, this icon it represents, these are published packages. Okay, and this icon this icon represents, these are the regular folders created by me to organize our reports. Any questions here?
No, not from me.
Hema?
No.
Hema, especially for you being, as you're saying, very new to IT, don't hesitate to raise questions. Okay,
Okay.
raise multiple questions. Questions always welcome.
Okay.
Okay, and here we have different options here, and here we have a separate session for these options. We'll discuss those later. Okay, and here we are seeing launch menu. Click there and you can find all the reporting applications here. All the shortcuts again here. Workspace Advanced, Query Studio, Analysis Studio, Report, Event, okay, all these studios. As per our schedule, we need to start Repo Studio now. So I am selecting Repo Studio. And we know if you want to work with any of the reporting applications, we need to have a source package, right? Just now we discussed that. We need to have a source package which is published from Framework Manager. Okay, here these 3 packages, Go Data Warehouse, Go Sales and Retailers. These 3 packages are already modeled and published, provided by IBM itself. So we are going to use this Go Sales and Retailers package to learn Repo Studio, which is already created by IBM. Okay.
So question, what is the, like, we're on the public folder and the my folder just now, right? You showed us and you created 2 folders over there. What was that? That wasn't the Report Studio?
These are folders.
These are folders on which one? Like what exactly?
6am folder. I'm going into this.
Right.
Okay, these are the reports what I created in Repo Studio to demonstrate my old 6am batch.
Right.
I see the reports here.
Right. So that is kind of the default place where we go once we log in?
Yes, public folders.
Public folders, okay.
Once you log in, it will take you to the welcome page. From there, by clicking on home icon, I reached here to public folders.
Okay, makes sense.
it shows you welcome page initially. Okay, now I selected repo. Let me select once again. Go to launch menu and here repo studio. Go sales and retailers package. I am selecting. This is already created package by IBM. Allow access. Create new, open existing. What is there to create open existing? Nothing, right? So create new. By using Cognos Repo Studio, we can create these many types of layouts: blank, list, crosstab, chart, map, financial, repeated table, active reports, report template, and if you want to open any existing, you can go for this option. We can create these many, but most of the times in projects, we create list, crosstab, chart, these three layouts only. List, crosstab, chart, these three are widely used layouts. Map, of course, this is out of scope. Financial, I'll show you, nothing is there. Repeated table, small things. Okay. Active reports introduced newly in Cognos 10. I'll give you overview on these active reports also. Okay. But list, crosstab, chart, these three are frequently used layouts. Okay. By selecting list layout, I am entering into Repo Studio. This is typical interface of Cognos Repo Studio. Let it load.